Hello, good people of YouTube. Um, Here's Rising Dragon today in, well, the pro-Palestinian protest again. Actually, we are at the McGill University, and, I'm going to raise a question as usual. Rising Dragon love to raise some question, so let's do that. Is this going too far, right? I mean, after a month and a half, I would hopefully think that things should be getting to an end at some point, and it's not. So this is what it is. Hopefully, I'm gonna join some other guys soon. So let's see how that goes. Right? I'm gonna enjoy a little ride with my little ride here. Just make sure that nobody steals the beautiful bike I have because this is my car. Let's have some walk around on the campus. So as I was looking at these last few days, we got a actually it's growing. This encampment is growing in size, and perhaps even today, I think there's a little bit of more space that they are occupying around. So it's kind of yeah, it's kind of weird. Let's see what it's look like right now. Oh, you got the Roderick Gate in this direction, and from there you can see like the whole premise being taken around. Actually, where you can see the UCAM Palestine, uh, the uh, the one UCAM for Palestine banner there was about where the encampment was standing not so long ago, and I would say for now a week, thing has been growing in size. And here you can probably notice that well, it is getting grower. It is getting bigger, and yeah, it's kind of sad. So this occupation still going on, and it's kind of sad. So uh, my thinking is this going too far? So I hope that people's going to ask themselves this little question and go on the comment section and rise a little bit of questioning and probably some answers, right? I mean, sure, we don't want to have war anywhere. We would like to live in peace. We don't like people to be bombed around, stuff going on like this. And this is what we get when we have government that uh, invest in the wrong stuff. Well, in a way, I mean, let's raise this question, all right? If our government doesn't arm themselves, in a way, we become defenseless. Defenseless means that there's a sort of a power vacuum. So this power vacuum is not a good thing. Um, Everyone needs to have some kind of way to defend themselves in a country, I would say. But to which extent do you want to have uh, war around? I mean, no, people are not. The greediness of our government nowadays is pretty much blatant, so that express what is going on. So yeah, it's kind of sad. So also, what I'm doing right now is a little bit of a testing because I'm new to the streaming stuff. So yeah, let's try to make that fun and interesting for the people because this is what it is. And yeah, sorry for my Frenchy little accent in the background. But yeah, this is what you get when you get a French Quebecer in Montreal doing his job and streaming. So as you can see, there's a bit of action in that part, and it's kind of it's what it is. It's not too noisy today. I've seen days where things were more chaotic, as last week, Thursday from last week was pretty chaotic. If you look at the what happened, a few media did cuff the whole thing. I was happy to be there actually and look into it by myself. So to remind people, last week on Thursday, um, some of the Palestinian protest has taken over the James building, uh, and yeah, they have locked themselves inside. Did a lot of damage inside also, and it took some police intervention to get them out of the premise. 15 arrestation, if my memory is correct, from the news. So yeah, and normally, and I'm just saying like that, it's another opening here for another question. Not so long ago, if that kind of protest would have gone to that extent to take over certain building, whatever it is, the well, police and SPVM would have reacted accordingly at some point and probably would have progressed to uh, dismantle the encampment in a way. And I'm speaking about, say, 10, 15 year ago, if something like that would have happened. Um, and not so long ago, if you can also make a point with um, the convoy, right? The Freedom Convoy was being expelled in about 3 weeks, which here now we got that encampment being ongoing for the last month and a week now, 2 weeks. So yeah, it's kind of long due, I would probably say. I'm not sure about that. Not sure for you guys. Oh, by the way, I'm using this account right now because the reason is that I don't know why the other phone doesn't want to get me the access of for my camera and mics. So there's something wrong with it, or I don't know. I should probably look into the app permission and stuff. So there's a little bit of that going on. So I'm sorry about that. Also, the Dragon Facebook needs to get through this first 60 days. So 3 months of activation, which is not the case. It's a brand new thing for a month now, month and a half. So I will have to wait before doing some streaming with this one because of some new Facebook law. Yeah. So basically, another extent of the government being noisy and getting their stick into my wheel, like I like to say. So basically, you get the government making sure that, well, we're not doing much. And I'm not even doing that for a living. I'm just doing that for fun. So, I mean, if you don't ask yourself why I'm not grifting money from people, that's because I don't want to grift anything. The support comes with your word. The support comes with the likes and the shares because this is free entertainment and also free news. Because, well, I would not say I'm a journalist. Uh, I would probably say sometime that I'm a journalist because when you're on camera and put your ideas around or, show what's going on in certain event, okay, that's journalism. But right now, what I'm doing is mostly putting some thought around. So, except, um, reminding people of what's going on in the news. Uh, well, that's what it is. I'm just citing the fact and quoting them from uh, the news that I know. So, okay. Now, what am I going to do here? I've been trying for a while now to get some question answers, stuff like that. And none of them wants to answer that, which is kind of, well, weird because you know what? These people needs to open their mouth. They want to say what they have in mind. So, we're giving them media, we're giving them a platform to express their freedom of speech. So, yeah, that's kind of sad. Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm not going to show them because they don't want to be probably shown on the camera, but there's two people around there that is speaking with one gentleman, a young one, uh, that I think I recognize, which one lady is about 90 years old. Yes, 90 years old. And likes to, it's one of those people that I like to call pro protester. They are professional protester or, um, you know, they act on protests uh, every time they see one or they see the idea fit with their idea, well, they will go on and say, "Hey, let's go with that," right? Oh, and I'm recognizing another guy here, which was a long time ago, not so long ago, probably a month ago, wielding a umbrella next to my camera, which is kind of cool. Things are so fun nowadays. And it's not like if we're doing something wrong, we're just being part of one big family. And yeah, I hope things can work for everyone. There's no one solution. That cannot be a thing for a good reason. And my opinion on this one is because we're all different. And some people don't agree always with one solution or the one thing that they have in mind. Some will react differently to that solution. So, yeah, which is fun. But how much different are we? We are not much different, my friends. We are all part of the human race, and the human race is one big family. Anyone I will cut or anyone who would cut me will bleed red at the end of the day. So that's one good mentality, I think. Whether the color you are, the way you think, We all bleed the same color as one big family. So I'll try to get a little closer from the camp. It does make to give you a little bit of an idea of what it was looking like. So as you can see, the banner here, UCAM for Palestine. Uh, this was about where the campment was. And you can probably see in the background, there's like a balcony uh, with glasses. It's kind of hard probably to see from here. Well, I couldn't see like on the other part, even with it being on top of that. It was kind of hard to see to the other side of the or behind the wall they were erected at that time. Now they have obviously went uh, well, yeah, they are well back from that balcony. So you know what? There's a little trick here. I can probably go up there on that balcony and see what's going on. And I'm gonna do a little something just to make sure that we're not losing the feeds because 1, 2, 3, we're back. Boom, booyah. Let's take a little stroll on Miguel Kempes. Yeah. So, as a testing of my little tricky stuff here, as a guy who's not familiar with the streaming, I'm doing the thing as a pro. Hell. So yeah, we're taking a little stroll. I'm going in that direction of the let's say the Dawson building next to the McBean building, just to give you a little bit of an idea of how that looked. And also, the McBean building was victim of some graffiti like a month ago, which is sad. Also, the memorial of World War II was desecrated, which is sad. But now there's no trace of it anymore. That's cool. I'm gonna show you this building for a moment. Could have seen probably some Rebel News and other news outlet like Maverick, who did a little report on this one. So this is the McBean building, and the memorial behind me is for the World War II. So yeah. So if we go in that direction, real quick. Sorry, my bike doesn't wanna come with me. Yeah, I'm rolling with my bike here. Yeah, I don't want to leave my pale steel horses in the back unattended. So this is the McBean building. Beautiful building here. And some graffiti was on this part of the wall here, and also a little bit probably on the other side. Uh, there's probably some trace. I'm not supposed to go on the lawn here, but let's say that, just because I wanna have a look at it for you guys. You can probably see from this side, sorry, you can probably see there's still some red paint. There's a dot on the top, and you can see what was wrote written on there, but it was there. So there's a proof. So okay, let's go see that campment on a more leveled view. So why I'm crossing around here, it's because I don't want to get caught by going too close from them. So I'm being stealthy, and hopefully won't get caught too much, because last time I tried that, one of the guys were not happy to see me with my camera trying to show what was going on from an upper view. But the problem is that I'm not trying to show what's inside the tent, but more what it's looked like from an upper view. And the other thing is that also, if we can go back in days when I started those, we could probably see to which extent the the campman has grown with the days. So yeah, let's try to see that. So I'm gonna try to get my gimbal a little bit more situated here. There we go. All right. So let's have a little look at it. Red Path building here. One of the It's one museum here also. So I don't know what they have on display in that museum personally. So I wouldn't say exactly what it is, but it says there the Red Path Museum. So as you can see on the red banner behind me, that's what it says. So yeah, there's a museum in there, and I would like one day to see what that is. I'm a curious guy. Security guard. Okay, so at the Red Path Library, where normally I was standing at some point, not showing much, because it wasn't that big back the other day. Now it's kind of impressive size. And as you can see, you see that building right there? I was at the end of um, that balcony at some point, like 3 weeks ago, maybe. I do remember well when the feed started. It was about 3 weeks ago. Uh, I was at the end of the balcony here and couldn't show you guys on Maverick Show um, well the inside of the encampment from here, because it wasn't that extended at that point in time. Now it is. So, okay, let's have a look at it. So this is where I was standing, where there's that two couple here that you can see on the end of the balcony. I was standing there trying to show you behind those three what was going on the behind, and you couldn't see how extended it was. It wasn't that well. The tree there was basically cutting my view there. So and it wasn't that extended on this side here. So now it's more of an extension. And I did count yesterday about roughly 20 maximum I was saying 15, but I'd say probably 20 on a second look today. So yeah, it's about 50, 20 more 10 additional. So yeah, I mean it's okay that these guys want to express their freedom of speech. That's another thing to being unable to show people what's inside or how it's done. Or well, look, I don't want to go inside your home and look into your your private quarters. That's for sure. That's not my intent because that would be some kind of privacy a privacy thing that I would infringe, and I don't want to infringe into your private quarters, which is normal and respectful. But at the same time, I mean, it's normal that people who wants to look at it on the other side see it for themselves because there's the security part, there's a lot of stuff going on around growing in the mind of the people, and there's other thing that goes into my mind, like for example, what's up with doing a prayer or praying on the street while blocking some street, which is an illegal thing on perhaps. I mean, it's one thing. Sorry, guys. I need to adjust or something. There we go. That was. That should be a little bit better. So, booyah. Okay. So, yeah, about praying on street, St. Catherine Street, which is one of the the most um, used street in Montreal. St. Catherine Street is the street in Montreal. Everyone have heard of this street once in their life, even if you're not from Quebec or Montreal, even or living in Quebec and the surrounding, you know about St. Catherine Street. It's one of those that, yeah, well renowned. So this is one thing, I'm kind of perplexed with this one. How can you block one of those big street without having any trouble or it's like okay, let's put it this way. Okay, sure. It was just for a moment. It was not long. But meanwhile, that's going to be another way to stream on a bike. Yep. Yeah, don't worry. I've been street biking for since I'm 10-year old. So yeah, funny part, eh? So let's see what I can do here. I got an idea. I don't know if I can show that, but let's get on the ride in that direction. Yeah, I know that's crazy. Eh? One gimbal on one hand, my trusty, other hand on the wheel. Make sure that I can show something here. Passing next to a cop car. No fuss. This is how Montreal is fun. Okay, so I'm gonna try to show you a little something there. Not so far away from the Roderick Gate. And tell me what you think about that. It's a screen with few stuff on display. And yeah, on that screen you can see kids or whatever stuff which relate to the war. Okay. So, not sure if you can see that. Uh-huh, you can see that. So you see that screen behind me. Uh-huh. Well, that beautiful screen shows stuff. It's kind of weird, but at the same time, I think it's kind of rude, probably, of my own doing that. But to show you like how much to the which extent you can probably see propaganda around here. So let's go for a ride again. There's other one. I'm not gonna do that for too long. Let's see what I can find on that part of the city. Okay, let's go at the Roderick Gate here. So, Roderick Gate, where once hanged losing the there we go, internet back. So here was hanging one day a Netanyahu uh, cardboard made of like not so long ago. Yeah, I know. That way they do to express their views, right? So hopefully this thing is working well. And you know what? Let's have the fun of I don't know. Can we do a little something funnier? Like uh, bring some other people. Not sure. No?